Okay guys, I'm going to tell you another wee salmon pattern. The hook in the vise is a size 10 Partridge Patriot double. The thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is Uni Thread 80 in red. So simply just going to come in and leave myself a couple of mil behind the eye of the hook. Knock on a few turns of thread. Just need to leave myself that space. There's lots of materials going on at the top of this wee fly. The tag on the fly is oval silver tinsel, and I'm just using oval silver tinsel in small. So just going to catch this in underneath the hook a few turns, bring the oval silver tinsel under the hook. I'm just going to run my thread down, tying this in just until my thread's slightly past the point of the hook. And I'm going to come around with 4 turns of the oval silver tinsel, and on the 5th turn bring it up and in between the hooks. Now, nice and tight. Now I'm going to run my thread up, and I'm going to fold the oval silver tinsel back on itself and use it as the rib. So just pull it nice and tight, fold it back on itself, just run the thread back down, tied up against the tag there. Show you, that's it all tied in underneath, nice and tight. Nice strong tag. Now the tail on the fly is white bucktail with a few strands of yellow bucktail through it. Now the length of the tail is entirely up to yourself. I'm going to have it a length and a half to 2 lengths. The hook over the back. I'm just going to come around with a pinch and loop and a couple of tight turns just to tie in the tail. Now, just going to trim the tail at an angle cut for the wing at the top. Now there's a couple of strands of flash in the tail, and I'm just going to use this Murrah flash, just 2 strands. I'm just taking 2 strands off the hank. Yeah, just going to offer these down each side, around with another pinch and loop, a couple of turns, fold it the tinsel back, a couple of turns back over, and then just come in and remove the excess. Just moisten that and leave that on your desk for your next fly. Then I'm just going to run the thread up, just tying in the cut ends of the bucktail. Now just make sure they stay on top, nice and tight. And bring your thread back down. Now the rear body is going to be a black holographic tinsel, so I'm going to bring this tight up against the tail, and I'm going to have to use a medium. Just means I'm going to have to take more turns. I thought I had a large, I don't, so just take off a good length of the black tinsel. Just going to offer this up to the hook. Now you only want half the body black to there. Run the thread up halfway and then just bring up your black tinsel. Nice tight turn onto the tail, and then 1 turn slightly overlapping the other. Just up to the midpoint to there. Keep the hold of that tinsel. Just follow it across with your thread. Just get 1 turn in to hold, another couple of turns to secure. Then just come in and trim the excess of the black tinsel. Now, just run our thread on up. Just get another nice level base of thread down, and come back down to there. Front body, Uni floss in bright yellow. Just come in, take a length of this off, just offer it up to the hook, just come around with the turn, just pull it into the length of the body, second half, and just run the thread down, tangle this in, and simply just bring up your floss, much like the way they did with your tinsel. It's one turn slightly overlapping the other. Up to there, keeping hold of your floss, fly it across with your thread, one turn to hold, another couple of turns will secure that in. Then we'll come in and trim it away. Then we can bring up our rib. Just doing 2 turns on each section of the body. To there, fly it across with your thread, one turn to hold, a couple of turns to secure. Trim that away. Now, the first part of the wing is grey squirrel tail. Okay, so I'm going to take a pinch of this off. Not too much, just enough to create a wing. Trim that away from the tail. Now just take away all the rubbish, any of the rubbish at the bottom. Just remove it. So we're going to stack it. So into the hair stacker, tips first. And I'll give this a rattle on the arm of the chair. All the tips have lined up. And just simply take it out of the hair stacker and get the length of the wing that you like. Right. Just that wee fibre, take that away. So I'm just going to have it coming halfway into the tail. So I'm going to hold it here with my finger and thumb. I'm going to come in, get a measurement, trim the squirrel away over my bin. Come in and get the squirrel tail as close to the shank of the hook as you can. I'm going to come around with a pinching loop, then another, and then another. A couple of tight turns now, just securing in the squirrel tail, securing in your wing. Okay. Now, squirrel tail doesn't compress like most hairs, so at this stage I'm just going to come in and wipe on like a super glue onto the thread. Just help secure the wing. I'm just going to bring the thread with the super glue on it down over the cut ends of the squirrel tail. Just stops the squirrel tail from pulling out. I'm just going to bring my thread back up, tied up against the squirrel tail. Next part of the wing, golden pheasant, tippet. So just going to come in, select the feather, just take it off the collar. Just going to take away the rubbish and bring the tippet into the volume that I like now. Just taking away the rubbish, and then all I do is just come in, get the feather, and just roll it, just to get it to slim down a wee bit for you. Then you can offer this up. Now I'm going to have it just slightly longer than halfway into the wing to there. Just going to come around, hold up my finger and thumb, around with a pinching loop, and a couple of tight turns just to position it. Then what you can do is you can come in and you can tap it out, get the valve back out again for you, and then just come in and trim away the excess. Then just come down over your cut ends now. Bring your thread to the front because you're going to have a step. Just building in that wing. So just nice and tight with your turns of thread. Just trying to create a level base for your haggle at the front. Now the front haggle is a yellow. This is just a really bright yellow Chinese cock haggle. Cock cape, sorry. So I'm just taking off a feather. Stroke back the fibres to reveal a tip. Come up, a couple of turns, tying in the tip, fold the tip back up over the tip and the haggle, and then just bring your thread down, just building up that level base. There's just a wee step here. Just want to try and stop the hackle from sliding down. Now, tied that in, so just come in, locate your tip, and you can break it away. Now, at this stage, just going to come in with my scissors again. Just stroke back the fibres on the hackle. Then the turns are up to yourself. You put in as many turns as you like. Just make sure your turns are nice and straight when you're winding on your hackles. So that's 3 turns there. Now I'm going to hold the hackle stem tight. I'm going to come round with my thread. 1 turn to hold. Another couple of tight turns to secure. Now the stem's too thick for me to fold back, so I'm just going to come in with my scissors and just remove the stem. Now, anything that wants to go forward, just come in, fold it all back. Just one wee stem, one wee feather here, wee fibre. I'll take that away. So just fold it all back, get it sitting nice, and then just build up your head nice and tight. There. It's just a wee fibre around here I want to try and secure in. It's a bit better now. Just one wee fibre there, just on the side, on my side. So keeping the thread tight, just come in with your whip finishing tool. Just do a whip finish. Just put your thread tight, come in, trim away the thread. First coat on the head, super glue. So just come in, we wipe a super glue on, just on the head, don't want it anywhere else, just ruin your fly, and that's the wee fly finished. So there you go, that wee fly is called the Atlas shrimp. It's a Tyneside pattern from Northern England, and I think that will work great on the spate rivers here in Northern Ireland. So look, give the fly a wee go. I'm tying up there some size 10s, that's the last one. I'm just tying up some size 12s, and I'll maybe even tie a couple of 14s for myself. So give the fly a wee go, and hopefully I can catch you a few fish.